Hello, good morning. It is Monday, it's 27th of October. This is the second time I've recorded this. I recorded it this morning when I got up. However, because the clocks went back last night, the dog doesn't understand time or the clocks going back or anything. And she was sat at the bottom of the stairs while I was recording, and she was whining because the kids are still in bed. And she's whining because she knows that the kids are supposed to be up, because she wants to have her breakfast and then go out for a walk. So yeah, I've just watched it back because my battery had died as well. My battery died sort of mid-sentence. So I was watching it back just to remind myself of what I'd said and where I had got up to before the battery died. And all you could hear was the dog complaining the entire time. So yeah, so we've got back from the school run. It is raining outside. It's very cold. Oh, edgy nose. It's very cold, very rainy, not pleasant. So I've come back in, got a shower, put my pyjamas on because I don't have to go back out today, because my older son picks up the younger one and they come home together. Schools are right next to each other. So yeah, I don't have to go back out today. So come in, shower, nice clean cozy pyjamas on, and I'm going to get to work. So what I had been on about this morning was my plans for today, and I've already done one of them. One of them was working on this blanket. I had it can't have been half a ball left, but I had some left on the ball this morning, and that was ball number 5. So I've got 3 more balls to put in this before I decrease, and I want to have, by the end of the week, because I do in my big planner, I do my weekly goals and then I split that into daily goals. So for the weekly goals, I want to get to the decreases in this. So I have 3 more balls to put in. My plan for today was to finish the ball that was already attached, which I have done. We have this much left. This is Yarn Smith's Light Grey Heather in Aran. Yes, Yarn Smith's Aran Light Grey Heather. And it's just a basic corner to corner. This is going to be a gift for my ex for Christmas, because he asked me for a big blankie. And yep, so I've already completed one of my goals for today with that. The rest of the stuff that I want to get done. Weekly goals this week, I want to get my hot water bottle cover. This hot water bottle cover. I need to get it written up properly for, I think I'm going to do a free version on the website with just the basic instructions, a more detailed PDF to buy, and then a YouTube tutorial. So I need to make a start on that, and I want to have all 3 of those things done by the end of the week. So it's a pretty quick project. So I think the longest part is going to be the video tutorial, because obviously I need to make it along with you. Yeah, and I need to make both panels. I'll just be making one panel in the video though, because they're the same, or one of them is just the same with no colour work. The shaping and everything's the same on both panels. So I'll be able to do that off camera, and that'll make it a lot faster. So that's my main thing for the week, is to get the hot water bottle cover done. I want to finish part 2 on the MCAL, which I think I showed you yesterday. I've got 3 more stripes to do. So today's plan is to do one of those stripes, and I've already started it. I've already done a couple of rows on it. So today, one of those stripes to get done. I need to update my CV, because they've been asking about it on Universal Credit. So I need to update my CV. The bags, I think I showed you last night, the bags that have been cut out, I need to at some point over the course of the week, I need to get them made and then listed. I want to cast on my thistle cowl, which is a brioche cowl that I'm doing for Stitch Your Library. That won't be today though, that's not on today's list. I have an amigurumi that is almost finished, so I want to get that done. That is on today's list. I'm probably going to do that first, after I've stopped recording just now. Blankets start the decreases, and the squirrel embroidery, which is over there. The squirrel embroidery, I want to do a little bit on that every day, just to try and like start working my way through it a bit. So that's the plans for the week. The plans for today are, I need to work on my head, which is, here. This is where we're at the minute. So I'm using this like really dark brown colour, and I've got just this section here to finish. I think I've got about 600 and something stitches to do in that colour, so I'm just going to finish off that colour today. Because I need to do like 590 stitches a day or something on it anyway, so I'm just going to finish off that colour and move on to the next one. And the blanket, like I say, I've already done today's goal for that, which was to finish that ball. So that's something I can tick off. And do a bit on the squirrels, do a bit on the amigurumi, one stripe on the MCAL. I've got some studying that I need to do. And tonight is going to be Warhammer night. I think I spoke about that yesterday. I'm not sure. But tonight is Warhammer night. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I need to do. Dinner's going to be a fairly simple one today. The kids have picked pasta with chorizo. And it's basically chorizo and onions and a tomato sauce with some pasta. It's really nice, and it doesn't take very long to cook at all, so we'll be having that. I need to do a little bit of tidying up, but so the first thing I'm going to do is get this amigurumi finished. So my hair is like still wet. I didn't wash my hair in the shower, but my hair is wet from being outside in the rain, so it's a bit like round ratty. Oh, because I don't wash my hair in the shower, I wash my hair separately over the bath. Because I never think that, I think I might just maybe be my shower isn't great. But even in other showers as well, I never wash my hair in the shower. I never think that it actually feels clean afterwards. My scalp just always feels kind of not clean when I do it in the shower. So I always wash my hair over the bath. Which I'm going to go do later on. Because, yeah, I only wash my hair like twice a week, because otherwise it just ends up a mess. It does not like being washed too often. Not that anybody needs to know that, but I've still got this big massive spot. Where is it? Here. Big massive spot as well. It's not sore anymore though, so that's good. Yeah, so that is my plans for today. Oh, I took a little bit of footage when we were out, on the way there, on the way back. I took a little bit of footage of the local church that we walked past. It's a really cool church. They have a diversity flag flying outside, and I think it's called the diversity flag anyway. It's the one that's got all the rainbow colours and then the different skin shades as well. I think it's a diversity. I might be wrong. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But they have that flying outside. It's a really nice church. It's I don't go to church, I'm not religious, but I love churches. Like, I love the architecture of them, especially old churches, because that's where the money used to go, was into the churches, to make the churches look good and look nice. So architecturally, I really, really like how old churches look. And this one's been there. There's been a church on that site, not that church has been there since the 1800s, but there has been a church on that site since the 1600s. I think it might have maybe even been the late 1700s. There's lots of like old gravestones there from various times through the 1800s, so yeah, it's very cool. Very cool old church. And it's been around for a very long time. Right. I don't think anything else has happened today. Nothing of any interest. oh, I like rainbows. My ex sent me a picture of a rainbow this morning because he knows that I like them, and I never get to see them, like hardly ever, because it's like grey and miserable all the time, and you need sunshine. You need sunshine and rain to have a rainbow. And I've not seen one for ages, so he had one this morning and he took a picture and sent it to me. So that was nice of him. Dear. Right, I'm going to go and get some work done and I will be back later on. I'm going to attach the next ball to this so it's ready just to pick up and go. But I'm not going to actually crochet on it yet. I'm using a 5mm hook in case anybody cares. So, and that's the yarn. Yeah, oh, Yarn Smith's great. Are we going to focus? Yarn Smith's Annan, and there we go, light grey heather. Yarn Smith's is like one of my favourite yarns now. They've done a really, really good job with them. Right, I'm on like 11 minutes, so I'm going to go. I'll be back later on once I've done some stuff. Bye! It's now Tuesday. Yesterday I ended up just being busy all day. I did get a few things done, but I was busy all day, and then it got to night time and I was just so tired. Ended up not picking the camera up again. So here I am, Tuesday morning, and I'm just going to smoosh the 2 days together. We'll see how it goes. So yesterday, the plans for yesterday were to work on my head, which I did. I got the colour finished and I've started on the next colour. I don't know if you'll be able to really tell, but you can't really tell. Sorry, phone is rather loud. It's just lots of dark browns, and the next colour that I've picked is also lots of dark browns. We'll switch it off. Yeah, the next colour is this one, which is lots of very dark brown. So we're doing that. So my hair's a little bit damp from being out this morning as well. I've done the school run. It is currently 10:20. So I did the school run, came back, had some breakfast because I can't eat first thing in the morning, and then I made a start on some work, and then I thought I've not picked the camera up today, so here we are with damp hair. So head I did, blanket I had finished the first ball, started on the second ball. I've done a little bit in it this morning while the kids were getting ready for school, because they're old enough now that like they're 10 and 13 and they don't really need help getting ready for school. They just need to be reminded they have to get ready for school. So yeah, I managed to get a bit of crochet done this morning. I'm going to work on that a little bit more today as well. I've got a uni lecture to listen to, so I'm going to work on that while I'm listening to my uni lecture. Squirrels, I didn't do anything else with my squirrels yesterday. Oh, this was the amigurumi. I had done the body. I needed to do his ears and his limbs. I had done the little hat as well, and then sew it together. He looks a little creepy. Is Pom Pom Purin is from the Hello Kitty universe, and it was a pattern. I had seen something on Instagram ages ago, and I started making it. Obviously I don't have the pattern anymore because that would be useful. So here we are, his face turned out. Look how creepy his face is. But it's kind of cute, but kind of creepy, but also kind of cute. So I did that. I'm just like I said, I did the limbs, the ears, and then I sewed them all together and made him a little creepy face. And the MCAL, right. I've made a decision on the MCAL. I'll show you what I've done. I did do my stripe. Ooh. Oh my goodness. I'm all in a tangle. So I did, where is it? I'm showing you the back. I did do my stripe, which you can see better at this end. And I did, see how there's like an eyelet row in between them? So I've done the stripe, done the eyelet row, and then started done the next stripe. So I have one of this colour to do, and then another eyelet, and then another pink one. And then that would be clue 2 finished. However, it is almost the end of October. It's what, the 28th today? So we've only got a couple of days left in October. And then we're on the countdown to Christmas, really. And in the interests of, I don't know, there's a few things. One, I want to save some money because I need to buy a car. I need to like get out of rented accommodation. I need to like size down with a lot of my stuff. I need to get rid of a lot of my stash. I need to get rid of a lot of clothes that I don't wear. And, you know, I've got a lot of just stuff in the house that never gets looked at, never gets used. So I'm trying to reduce the amount of stuff that, not size down, I'm trying to reduce the amount of stuff that I have. So that goes with the kids as well. They have stuff that they've had for like from 2-3 Christmases ago that they've never even opened. And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So we're going for less gifts, more personal gifts, going for things that they actually really, really want to have, things that will be useful to them, that they will actually use, instead of just buying stuff for the sake of buying stuff, which I have been guilty of. That's issues to do with me, is I tend to overbuy gifts. I do it for everybody, but especially for the kids, I tend to overbuy gifts. So I'm trying to work with that and not do it as much. So that means that I've got a lot of things that I want to make for them. They have asked for specific things because they're both into stuff that you can't really buy stuff for anyway. So they both have a favourite computer game that they have. Alfie's really into a game called Geometry Dash, and you can't really get Geometry Dash stuff. That was the big blanket that I made him for his birthday, which was like 6 months late, but it was for his birthday. That was a Geometry Dash thing. And Kaylin is really into a game called Rust. So they've both asked for plushies to do with those things. They've both asked for new hats because they're getting more grown up now. They're at that stage where, because you know, you go through stages when you're little, you like sort of nice, cool, bright, colourful stuff with characters and all that. And then you go through a stage when you're a teenager of, I must be grown up and cool. And then once you get past that stage, then you realise that you're a grown up and you can wear whatever you want and it doesn't really matter, just wear things that make you happy. So they're in that in-betweeny stage right now. So they're quite specific about what they want. Kaylin wants a grey cabled hat, and like a beanie style one, and Alfie wants a black plain slouch hat. So I'm doing that. They've also asked me for socks. I'm not sure what to do with the socks. I might just do them like tube socks, because they're still growing. Alfie especially, he's only 10, so like his feet are growing a lot. Kaylin's feet are the same size as mine now. So yeah, I don't really want to be like making them socks just for them to grow out of them in a month or two. So I might just do like tube socks for them, which will make them go a lot faster as well, because I don't need to do a heel. So yeah, they've both asked for socks. I've got the big blanket that I'm making for my ex. I've got a couple of things that I want to make for my boyfriend. The only thing he like specifically knows about that he's getting are socks. I said that I would make him some thicker socks, some DK ones. So I've got my list in front of me here. So yeah, I've got a couple of things. I don't think he watches these, but just in case, I'm not saying what I'm going to make. So yeah, in light of all of that, so I've just remembered I had a point to make there. In light of all the things that I have to make, I've decided to put the MCAL and any other like personal knitting and crocheting off until after Christmas, I think. So my personal crafting is mostly going to consist of stitching, because I still want to do my daily stitches on my head, and I want to try and get the witches done as well. I've not worked on them for days though. The only caveat to that is going to be when Kelly releases the final part of the Cozy Toes Cal. I'm sure somebody had said, I've not seen it on the Discord or anything, but I'm sure somebody said it's going to carry on into next year as well. So that'll be nice, because it's been really good, and it's been getting me to knit patterns that I normally wouldn't knit, not because I don't like the patterns, but because you know, you look at some patterns and you think that looks kind of hard, but yeah, it's got me knitting things that normally I wouldn't knit, but I'm really happy that I have. Like I already know what the pattern is for the last things, and it's one that I have already, so that's good. It's a pattern that I won actually from Kelly and one of the Discord things. I do have. No, wait. Finish your thought, Samantha. Finish your thought before we move on to the next one. I'm sorry. So yeah, all my personal crafting is going to be put back, unless I need something like easy to work on. But I think I'm going to try and mostly concentrate on getting the like presents done, and have my personal crafting is just that. It'll be presents and making stuff to put in the shop. So yeah, because I've got loads of things to photograph, like crocheted stuff that I need to photograph and get put up in the shop, as well as finish off project bags and getting more project bags in, and I need to look at all my Christmassy fabric actually. Right, so that's the current plans for that. Sorry, I'm a bit waffly today. I did cast on a pair of socks. These are going to be boyfriend socks. I'm trying cuff down ones this time. Ooh. This is yarn that I have used before. I've covered it up because there was a bit of an issue with the centre pull. I bought loads of this stuff. It is Nordley. It's a Norwegian wool, I do believe. Yeah, Viking of Norway. This colourway is 964. Here we go. And it's all just like blues, purples, and it's got this like greyish kind of colour through it. So yeah, but I don't know if you can see the yarn is like kind of roving style. But I've made loads of pairs of socks with this stuff, and it's really nice. It's warm. It like holds up really, really well to just being chucked in the washing machine. He doesn't use a tumble dryer, so his will last better than mine. But mine have lasted for so long, they don't felt or anything, which I was a bit worried about with them being like woven stuff. But it is sock yarn. It's 75/25, I think. Yeah, 75/25. And yeah, it's really nice. So I'm making him a pair with that. And then for his DK ones, I don't know. I don't normally make DK socks, so I don't know how much yarn they use. So I wanted to pick DK that has that I have more than one skein of. So I'm going to use this. This is Cascade 220 Superwash Prints. So this, I don't think has any nylon in it. No, 100% hand painted tinted superwash wool. So there we go. So I got this ages ago. I've got 3 skeins of it, and I was going to use it to make a top, and then I've changed my mind and it's just been sat there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make him some socks out of it, and then whatever's left I'm going to use to make a hat, because it's quite nice and cozy. But yeah, I don't know. He doesn't have massive feet. He's like a size 8. But I don't know like how much yarn that actually takes, because like I said, I don't make DK socks usually. And these ones are just going to be like plain vanilla socks. But he doesn't wear his out, so I'm not too worried about the other ones not having the nylon in them. They will be for him being in the house, because if he's like, and he likes to be cozy, so ooh, that should keep me going for, like, both pairs are going to be plain vanilla socks, so that should keep me going for, I just need something to do with my hands. So I'm just going to leave them there and just work on them like when I'm doing other stuff, because I've got a lot of uni reading to do, and I can knit while I'm reading, or while I'm listening to lectures, or you know, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's, I feel like I've done an awful lot of waffling. I hope any of it made sense. So I'm going to get cracking now. The plans for today are going to be, let's see, need to do some on my head. I did have one stripe of the MCAL down, but I'm going to take that off there. Work on the blanket. I need to do, oh yeah, I need to write out this. I didn't get the hot water bottle stuff done yesterday. I have it written out in its basic form, but I need to do the written copy for the PDF, for the paid PDF, because that's going to have like line by lines on it for the colour work, and the free pattern's not going to have that. It's just going to have a chart. And it does say start video, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that today, because I want to get different yarn for it. I don't have, because the one that I have now, the one that I've already made, I'm keeping that for myself. I want to make the next one as a gift for somebody, and do the video, like I'm combining things. Remaking it, most video in it for YouTube, and then it's going to be a gift. So yeah, I need to go and get different yarn, and I need to pick some colours. That's what I need to do. Right, the problem is the initial one that because it's from a magazine, and the initial one was done in Karen Simply Soft, and I said to them at the time, this is not good yarn for a hot water bottle cover. But that's what they sent me anyway. I was like, but because that is technically a worsted weight, but it's not really, because it's like really, I don't know if you've ever used it, but it's really like slick and slippery, and why they thought that would be good for colour work is beyond me. But it also compresses like a lot when you're using it, so it's not good for like something like a hot water bottle cover. But it's also not good for colour work. It's not good for like gauging your tension off. Like I did that one with a 5mm hook. For the magazine I did a 5mm hook. But my tension has changed as well now, because it was a while ago. And the one that I've just done, I used a 4mm. So we need to see. So I need to get some different yarn. I need to try that out. And yay, I know that the pattern's good because the pattern's been tested before. It's just going to be like a gauge thing. I'll just need to write the gauge and put like what hook I've used for it. And then obviously people can just change their gauge with change their hook with whatever gauge they get, like they do with any other pattern. Oh my god, right, I'm waffling. So that's the plans for today. I'm going to be doing some studying, doing the hot water bottle thing, and working on the blanket for a bit, and then we'll see where I am later. I think tonight's going to be a Warcraft night with the boyfriend, but I don't know, because I'm struggling with this clocks changing thing. So I've got a really sore bit on the back of my neck. Just really struggling with the clocks changing. Not so much in the mornings, it's more like at bedtime. Oh, it gets to like 7:30 and I'm starting to nod a little bit. It's not good. Right, I'm actually going to go because I've been waffling for 20 minutes and this is going to be on the end of another long waffle from yesterday. This is going to be a really long video. I'm sorry. I will do a quick check-in tonight to let you know everything that I've done, and then I'll get this uploaded. And yeah, so I'll see you later. Bye. Hello, I am back as promised. It is Tuesday night. It is 9:20. So what have I done today? I did my stitches on my head, got that done, and then mostly the rest of the day was spent working on the blanket. The good news with the blanket is I'm not actually going to need to. I've saved 2 balls on the blanket essentially. I went and measured it on my bed today, and I think 1 more ball is going to be enough. I finished ball 6 and I've attached ball 7, so I think 7 balls should be enough, hopefully. So yeah, I'll do 7 balls and then I'll take it up and measure it again and see how that goes. I might have to do ball 8 as well, but I think I'm just going to be fine doing 7 balls, so that's saved me quite a lot of time if I can knock 2 balls off it. What else have I done? I have picked out, ooh, I can show you the hats that I've picked out actually. So I have spent the day picking some things out. So hats that the kids wanted. One of them wanted a cable hat, so I have picked this one, Cozy Cables, because he just wanted a cable style beanie. I have picked this one for him as well, which is a drops pattern. He's obviously not going to be wanting this to go with it, but the cables on the hat look nice. And so those 2 are for Kaelan because he wanted cabled beanies. The 2 that I've picked for Alfie are, because he wanted a plain one, so I've picked this one. I'm not sure about this one yet, because yeah, I don't know exactly how he's going to feel about that. I also picked this one, which is a drops one. It's got like a really nice detail there, so it's almost plain, but it just has that little bit of interest. And what was this one? Oh, this is one that I think I'm probably going to do for the boyfriend, because he likes fairly simple things. I'm going to do this one for me in pink and black. I'm not sure whether to do it like pink with the black skeletons or black with the pink skeletons though. But that's going to be, ignore the actual like list that things are in. Also doing this for the child, also doing this for the boyfriend. So that's my knitting for the foreseeable future. It is all knitting as well. So that's things that I've been looking at and picked out today. So this looks terrible. It just won't go away. I do have some good news. I'm excited about it. So you know how I said that the hairstyle is getting released on November the 1st, they've done a sneak peek. So these are going to be the patterns from, this is on their Facebook group. You need to join the Facebook group in order to be able to do it. These are the sneak peeks for the 2026 patterns. So far, I like this one with the skulls in it. That's definitely a contender. This is Medusa and Perseus. I'm assuming that's what it looks like to me so far. So that one's definitely a contender. This one here, the magical little like cottagey thing, definitely a contender. I like this ship as well. If this turned out to be a fairy of some description, which I think it is, that's definitely a contender. And this one with the magical castle. So I have no idea. If I do my 6 pages, I'll get all the patterns anyway. But I don't know which one. Yeah, I don't know. I think given the fact that the one I'm finishing is all very like dark muted colours, I don't think I'll do the ship. I think I'll probably go for something a bit brighter. Same with the Medusa and Perseus one, because that's grayscale. So I want something a little bit brighter this time, I think. The dragonflies also look nice. See, look, these are all nice bright colours. And the owl's very cute. Oh, I don't know. Last year I couldn't decide either. I got the kids to pick. And Alfie picked the one that I did because it's got Leonardo da Vinci in it. So yeah, that's been my day. I made a big map. Oh, I need to go and actually, that'd be cool now. I need to go and put it in tubs and get it in the freezer. I made a big massive pot of chilli, and that's going to be my meals for the week. We had some for tonight as well. We had tacos because Alfie has discovered the concept of Taco Tuesday. So now we're having tacos every Tuesday. And I just thought I'd make an extra big lot and then I can have that as my meal prep meals. So I've done that today. And yeah, most of the rest of it has just been sitting, catching up on podcasts, catching up on Vlogtobers, and crocheting on the blanket. I think, apart from doing my head, I think I'm going to try and just power through and get the blanket finished, because then that's a big thing. It takes up a lot of space and it gets to a point where some of my glasses keep falling off. I need to tighten up the legs on them. And my phone's going off. I'm sorry, it's chaos. I'm trying to like not spend too long on this and I keep waffling. But yeah, blankets get to a point where they just become so big that they're unwieldy and they take up a lot of space, and it's not good to have them just like sitting around. And yeah, they just take up a lot of space. At least if I get it done and finished, I can get it packed up, put away, and I don't have to think about it again until Christmas. And then I can make a start on the rest of the stuff and not have it just sitting around taking up loads of space, because it's quite big. It's going to be a double bed-sized blanket. So it's going to be roughly about 5 foot. It comes up to it here on me just now, and I'm 5'9". So it's probably going to be sort of 5.5 feet wide. No, squared. I can do words. I know what words mean. About 5.5 foot squared. I don't know what that is in meters. Sorry. About up there. So yeah, that's me. I'm done. I'm going to go because I'm aware of the fact that the other videos that I've done are going to be stupidly long as well. And it's now 9:30 and I want to get this edited together and uploaded. So you can see it tonight. And I don't like looking at this. I'm just going to sit like this the whole time. Does anybody else, by the way, find you can sit around in a t-shirt and just having like a wee cowl around your neck just to stop the chill in your neck just makes such a massive difference. I like having stuff around my neck just as a general thing. I think it's nice and cozy. I know some people hate it. Like my ex will not wear a scarf or a cowl or anything. He hates being cold, but he's autistic, so like he's really, really funny with his clothes. He can't have anything touching his neck, and I'm just like, you can either get over it or you can freeze. And he's just like, I'll freeze. He can't even have like collars on it, like a big collar on a coat to keep himself warm or anything. It's mental, but I like to have nice, sweet, cozy. It makes a big difference. And also now that I have an Italian boyfriend, there's the whole, what is it called now? Italians have this like deathly fear of a draft on the neck. Drafts from anywhere are really bad, and they have the potential to do real damage, but a draft on the neck can actually kill you if you're Italian. True story. So, I'm waffling now. Plans for tomorrow are mostly going to be, what day is it tomorrow? Wednesday. So during the day tomorrow, I will just probably do much the same as today, work on my head. I really need to tighten my glasses up. I've got a little screwdriver somewhere to do it. Can't remember where, but I have one. I'm going to be working on my head, get the stitches in on that, and then work on the blanket as much as I can. Because, yeah, and I think that's probably going to be the best thing, is just to power through and get that done. And especially now I have 2 less balls to do. Right. So I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Vlogtober will be a lot shorter than this, because I'm going to have a lot less to say. Because I'm only working on my head in a blanket, probably. I need to fit some studying in there as well. I'm kind of being a bit slack on my studying at the minute. I don't know, everything's all over, because the kids were off school last week, so everything's just a little bit weird. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. I will see you then. Bye.